think that's where the Breach Sovacom is significantly better.
You can see that A control given up, and nobody watching onto the high ground angle. Texture backing away, still flashed up. Won't be able to get too much done here. Call for the pause is made by SEN. They're just going to wait this one out for the util. Still holding it down. Go spam it away. Still adjustment from Sassy. It's good. 1v3 here for our pistol. Can he do it? First obstacle removed. Plenty more where that came from, though. Revealed up just in the last few minutes. Reloads off. Turret up. Catches one of the contacts, but Sentinels not willing to give them too much of a fight here. Sassy's so wide out into the open. 14 HP. Turret still up. TenZ has to break this one. The single shot will do it. Oh! Meteor.
But they're amazing at converting bonuses. So assuming that they win this round, which Meteor is under quite a bit of pressure here.
Quite a lot, actually. Overwhelming. Damage is being done to them, but it's been flooded in.
And should be all good. To be honest, he's not too far away from getting it early on in this map.
Yeah, and spotted out and finally cleaned up here. So no turret to catch that contact. Now the dash is active. They missed the timing. Right behind now still. It's a bullet straight to the back. Now we'll attempt to slow this one down. They want to try and get rid of most of this util. There's a bolt line to try and follow through Zekken. Got a lot in his face here still. Nothing to really shut them down. Meteor dodging the flash, up and away. Looking snappy and magnetic into the moment. Still a TP forward. Sentinels not to be disallowed this, but pushing through the one way. It is chaos incarnate. Down to that 1v2. Gets the reload off, but there's only 6 left to him. He's got to do so much with it. Playing off angle to get ahead of this util that they might use to clear this, and he is ahead of the full line. 2 removed. Job just like that, pushing through though. Gen.G quick to equalize. It's a 3v3. Bit of a pause is called. Cage falls. Alongside the wall, Munchkin was not ready for that. Ferrari Peak in action here.
30 seconds left.
Tap, hoping that the rest of these players are going to come swinging out of the open, and it leaves it once more down to Meteor. 1v3. A miracle round for him on the pistol round, and he did convert, but this one is a little bit more, at least tougher to chew through, isn't it? Contact's caught by John, and he will deliver them the round. In their face, not thinking about it, but as it's dropped, Meteor is just out in the open, and this slow, cautious tail is waiting for
what's the chances you run into the bucket
here? Yeah, I mean, Josh should just be going down every day of the week, and so he does. An upgrade offered up. Handle to them, fault line into the corner as well, but you want to go into this one with a rolling thunder. It is committed, still as an orb and a snake bite in your face. Aftershock, narrowly avoided. Flick of the wrist, dodges the flash still. The reinforcements are here. This is the danger zone for Sentinels. You're walking straight into the maw, and it's only firepower. They're going to be able to bail yourself out. Texture can only do so much with that Sheriff in hand, and the plan has to be stuck down. Bullet spraying and praying away, but TenZ ready to lock it all down. Looking to potentially lift even a trophy, but maybe getting ahead of ourselves here. It's only day 1 and it's only the first match. TenZ. Karon, he wants to press forwards. He spots the barrel. He knows that there's a kill to be found. We'll claim it. Double peak is up and the trade.
Surely he has a free one on TenZ.
Backs to it. He's watching the wrong angle, but yeah, TenZ unaware. Fall back into the long angle flash. Just about dodge here. Zekken has dropped. This is disjointed here by Sentinels. The aftershock has to get used now. Meteor wrapping behind and a coordinated attempt. TP though, Lakia side by side. Him and Karon not ready for that one, are they? Zekken just catches one to the temple to really work with into this one. Again with that player disadvantage. TenZ TP up top and away, and he spotted these players completely unaware. Gen.G still Lakia. He's got to get a handle onto most of this one. Karon pressing forward. Smokes watched for. Gen.G have toppled. Stepping up late. Looking to send it straight through into the B side as well. A bit of spam into the smokes, aftershock as well. Nobody's going to be able to press their way forwards and past it, but TenZ does get dropped. That spam, I believe, coming out through the smoke. Trailblazer spotting it. Paranoia rolling front out for the back. Nobody's watching this one. Zekken, he's going to be dropped here, trying to fight for the site control. It's all over the place. Sentinels caught completely unaware, and a spray down transfer just does not connect. Everybody falls once more. This time, Munchkin trying to stop this one as well. Another B attempt and push in, spots the player, spamming away. Somebody's to cover this one down and below. Stunned up, matters not. Zekken just walking straight into this one. Still Karon is out and away! Karon delivers it side by side, him and Lakia.
Watching Karon is a delight.
This guy is so damn impressive, and he's even the one to finish it here. 5-5. Just in case there is that one of them held. Up angle, Meteor's caught on the cross though. Trying to wade his way past that one. That's a leg shot. Gen.G barely surviving Seekers. Pushing forwards. Lakia.
The orb goes down, but this just becomes so obvious.
Yeah, and again, the players are meeting their match. It's Gen.G happily able to just try and fight this one. Forwards, Hunter's Fury, though. That was the extra element needed. Lakia right from behind. Texture follows up with a shot and still got to deal with these players. 2v2 now. 36 seconds left. Not enough with the offset of the movement. Lakia. Weak players all around. It's all about this first shot that lands. Finally, needs a second one. Dash now active. Doesn't know where he is, and it's wrapped all the way round. Texture! You absolute animal! They put up all the barricades. They are ready to receive every single player. Full line over and through. Lakia inside the Cloudburst plays. Once inside of it, the wall up in their face. Sentinels cannot step past it. It's up to Sassy and more. With only 15 seconds to do it. Your options are pretty much entirely ran out. Updraft and away, fade away with a Blade Storm. It's a flourish to finish, man. And only a few seconds remain before Gen.G take this lead for our first half of Haven. No time on the clock to play with. 7-5.
Cam sees a lot of this info, but it's only Zelsis home.
Yeah, peeking away. Just can't quite land the one shot that was necessary there. So Zelsis will push back that play that's occurring. The timing that's taken. Munchkin, oh, wide open. Right for the taking. Gen.G's dropped. And now the time to strike is here. Gen.G's way ahead of it, inside the smoke. Any sort of timings the Sentinels were looking to try and take, they've missed it. Already Texture still. Sassy. That's 2. They need more than that. And no one from Gen.G is willing to even give him it. Ice cold from them, a tap onto the spike. No one out into the open. He has to stick it for the only win con. Gen.G.
No snake bite to work with, but double nano swarms as long as Meteor stays alive.
And everybody's looking all over the place here. Still Sassy's way ahead of the rest of his team, looking to try and trade this one. Oh, Lakia is right there behind him. All the avenues watched, and everybody falls once more. So Gen.G, they don't even spam. They're just all the way up, and it's all for free here. Paranoia, flash, it's all offloaded, concatenated, out and over the top as well. It's down to 10s to hold it, locking it down. In through the back, the reset is magnanimous. This guy will not be stopped. That's sometimes dangerous. You don't want to give them those options and opportunities. Oh, no. Caron inside the smoke, not being cleared out. Dodging, weaving, TPing away. Still being watched for Meteor. 1v2. Meteor cannot land it. The transfer almost intact, but eventually, there's absolutely no way Munchkin can be blessed like this. Once more! He's working magic over towards the A site. Turret broken down into mid here, but the A site is theirs. Now with Texture removing John. The mid avenue completely opened up. Uncertainty into the back of Sentinel's minds, but they want to go this one thick and fast. Playing forwards here, at least with a dart in hand, and the rifles are not doing enough. It's Sassy and Zelsis up against the world. They're not being given even an easy fight in the slightest. The movement ajar, forced to save. Zelsis backing away. There's plenty more util where that came from, buckets of it. Paranoia for a Paranoia, just pushes them back and away. Sentinels be lucky to get anything. Still, Caron, drop towards the back. Texture, phantom play! And that's a 4-piece, ace stolen away! Another ace! Sightlines of Texture, it's given up almost entirely, and it's put the squeeze onto the Sentinels player. They heard all that util, they don't know which way to look, and they can't even get the kill drips online. Full line, that's a potential team utility to just colliding and clashing into them. Hunter's Fury, it's panicked, it's offloaded.
Very nice pathing to bring out in a crucial round, and Texture's looking to close it.
And he's just
only
showing
10s left.
Right click, but followed up by Lakia. That's the 12th round. Meteor dashing and backing away, still with his B-side control. Texture, he's put straight past it. And in front of that fault line, still won't survive. He's with the trade there. Flash in and through, over the back, 4v4. With that all up in their face, Dart and a Paranoia follows through, flooding back and away. Side players cleared up, rolling thunder, committed now to the front. Sentinels have got to try and strike at least when the iron's hot and try and find these kills. There's 1, 2 left to deal with, finding them one after another.
Texture's right behind it.
And that's an interesting peek. Still second makes the adjustment. But there's a chance for the timings to be missed here. And which way is it going to look? Adjustment again. Preemptive, at least with the debt. So one of the Nana Swarms is off. Meteor finds it. Still traded. Caron. That's a sweep from behind here now. The backstab, but maybe just pushing back and away. Lakia needs support and he needs help if this is even going to be doable. Flash in through the box. Smoke is up in his face. A tap in his way. That's a bit of spam to follow up. Caron. And now a lot more to do. Spike being diffused, stuck fully in 10s there. spots it. They're wondering if this is potentially fake pressure. Tens overstaying it, just about escaping. 50 HP though, and now it's being fully committed. The molly at their feet as well. They are separating these players, picking them apart. Nobody is allowed to anger this site. To set up and execute, the pit drop down, man. And Tens has got to make a play. He's already found it, whipping it around. Meteor, rifle in hand, leaving it to the two. And only the Blade Storm. A rifle for John QT. They're going to need to be handed a couple of easy kills, but Meteor will not give them anything at all. It is not a good map right now for them. They have to come out with some miracles, and it has to start here with the pistol round.
They've gone for that double sheriff approach.
And a double fight out through, straight from tiles. Yet, still dropping down low, but it all lays down now into the lap of John QT. What can he do? A lot of players now here in the drop down, skipping a hot right through, and it does set up the bait and switch. Caron, happy to oblige, straight in there. Now the plant coming online.
Zelsis coming around behind as well. Are they going to think about B main when they just exec from this?
Crossfire, it should be nice, not quite. Munchkin was the only one to actually collect. These guys have been difference makers. And once more, they've got to stand to the test here. The dart is avoided and dodged to the back, and the shots just not connecting for Sassy. Only 4 HP and a dream it will just remain to be. Blue player's going to be pushed back and away, and a TP as well for himself. Just to disengage, grab net, calling, the play is made. Caron! You got to be joking. Just with that sheriff in hand. Preemptive strike. It's still not good enough. We'll be online and inside for them second. Biding his time, hoping that somebody will just open themselves up, but as the doors drop down, texture. You gotta be joking!
You're not allowed to do that!
There's no way! And too much to clear, surely. Meteor crouched up. This is unorthodox in terms of the angle, and of course it is! Rips them all away!
And I think we don't remember enough what player development they've done too. Meteor was a bit of an all-aim, no-brain duelist player before he joined his team.
Certainly was.
Now, all of the aim, and a brain to match.
Home soil and a home crowd. Listen, that was kind of pushed back at Shanghai when they were literally the villains. All the way through, it's an open side again over towards A.
Shanghai, a crowd that disdained them, I think. And then here, where they're the hometown heroes.
The idols, man. They've had a crazy story from the beginning of this year where the expectations were honestly at their lowest here, and a lot's going to be asked for again of 10 to smoke down. What is that? Adjustment and expectation for texture, but he's already in through the site, and the main players happy to fire through. Just missing the shot.
Are they even going to get out?
I don't know. Detainment
All
onto
three.
3. Yeah. Or 3.
All 3
Time to hunt.
detained.
It's time to chase. They know it. They can feel it. Texture. Time waits out. Oh my. Barely skirting away. It's going to be a comedic finish at around here, potentially. It's all about how they manage this one as well. That late backstab that might be occurring from Meteor. Is it going to be caught? Zelsis sticking out onto the fuse, half already. He's brought that win con, covering for it over the shoulder. Zelsis dropping him. Still a few shots fired off as well. At least that drone has to be broken. Zelsis locks it down, holds the line, and now evacuates back and away. An adjustment of bullet straight through the wall, and spam from Leoden will supplement all.
One enemy
that is it. Flick missed, at least with the op.
It is inevitable.
It should be. Unless you give him the ones, we're blinded up. Ten's happy to just jump on the chance and pounces straight into mid. So
right where Meteor's back was.
Yeah, so Lackey shock darts that he's fired off, offloaded into mid. Not going to be getting too much value. Tens has to use the TPs, barely out of dodge annihilation. There's a connection. Molly down and
that's
through.
the spike.
Texture has to drop them. He's through and out. They're going to try and flood themselves in. Gen.G. happy to fight them straight back at you. Second, Blade Storm now increasing that tempo and even offered up a rifle. Dart fired off. No reveals in sight, but jumps round and through and away with a right click. Zekken, he's on his way to an ace, making them spam away, and they got to stick this one here, and they still haven't found it. Win cons are just dashed away to the win. Time? And there is no time. Ticking at this point. Sassy knows it. Gen.G with their 5th. Lets him take that control out towards A. Tens in through Y, and he's in danger though. Has to dodge and around way. Can't survive it. Caron out the back. John QT. That's a bullet to the brain. With him dropped off now, there's possibilities and options are now opening themselves here for Sentinels.
Great adaptation from Sen. Surely Gen.G can't recover it.
There's no way.
I mean, John is stuck here.
They know where he is. There's a now swarm to try and clear him out of that corner. Swing off of his contact. Dart is broken here and through John. Finally delivering the reset from Meteor. Not enough to see And there it is, dropping them off here with an ult command. It's going to be sweeping through now. Dark around to the side. Texture is not watched for. In place, just in case there are signs of that util. Meteor holding it, tucked up close as well. There's no follow-up. Again, still up and over. Able to trade it. The door into their face and a full sight defense occurring here by Gen.G. Nobody looking to try and repurpose out through A main. Immediately dealt with. Time is ticking away. Sentinels running out of those options. Double up, high-low. Gonna try and push them back and away. Lakia, last one left, and he will fall in the end. So there's plenty more players where that came from. Gen.G, we're gonna try and go into this one fast. Tempo increase, tens taken out. Zekken followed up. The trade in sight. Stalwart defense that they've really cooked up here now that they've at least taken control of the site. Look at that.
One enemy remaining.
How many rounds do Sentinels need, even if they were able to get pistol, their first of the match, and be able to carry some momentum forwards on their attack half? I think anybody that wants to see SEN
looking to lock them out of this spot here, but it will be spammed down. There's a nade in sight, but no smoke for the cross. Only popped down a little bit too late there, so Zekken happy to pick them apart. 10's ADS up. Can't quite. So much uncertainty, rapid into their heads. They spot the player, Texture shoulder just peeking out, and yet still squares up to it. The challenge is met. And now drop down onto the site. Options thoroughly opened. Gen.G having to take their timing with it. You can look at the peak timing, but still missing with the shot as well. He can't quite do it. Has to pull out the shorty. Zekken not a chance. And leaves it to just two. Munchkin is low. Could be an opening. Lakia will fall.
This
Stinger
is
movement in play.
so doable for Sentinels.
That round towards the back, they spot the main player out, they're all falling low, and again it has to be Munchkin as that playmaker finds the one. Peak in timing, off of it, only 5 bullets left, but a tap from Sassy as well. It's all so unlikely for him, and he needs to hit the second. Time ticking, forced to stick it, and time not enough on Sen's side. For now, though, the util is going to be lacking ever so slightly onto the pistol. Zelsis forced to lock down, watch this flank angle, just gets barely the 2 shots off, not enough to drop care on. So the trade is there, but Zekken taking a cheeky peek. Create that timing and opening for Meteor, potentially there. He's already out, though, and the players are straight through and out. The whiff might cost them still. Dart forwards, forces the issue out of Texture, and they do clean it up. So Sentinels
Take a little bit of extra space, put your trip into position or something.
That's a fight to be taken here. Nade to defeat, though. Has to push them back in a way, at least with the rifle spam.
You're always going to be running into a trip or a cam or somebody watching the flank.
Okay,
what is that timing?
Pure instinct from Karon. He's TP'd in and away. There's a slide. Baiting the shots. Karon's there. Meteor alongside it. Do not lose this one, Sentinels. Your best chance in a bloody long time, and you got to clean it up. Breaking the door, trying to take the fight. It's a little bit uncertain, man. I mean, Gen.G are kind of aware of this one. Munchkin is an off angle, and he's got to deliver. Will do with the first. Occasion his face. Preemptive spam will lay claim to a multitude of kills. And it leaves it just down to 10s, up and over, not enough.
They've got to go into a B split.
There's plenty players ready to meet them. Gen.G tucked up to crossfire setup. Logs to the corner. Lakia has to do a lot here. It's running and gunning to trade it out, but they weren't expecting, and again Meteor delivers. It's a death blow. And it might just be a round-winning moment. Indeed it is. A 3-piece to finish it. Be rare to see a return on those investments. Karon still locks it up here. That spam being offloaded. Texture does manage to at least get 2, but it's even out and it has handed guns over.
Yeah, that's a major win for Sentinels.
Munchkin, there's a drone in his face. It's not being watched for into the smoke. The awareness is off the charts. He doesn't go for the easy kill, but now he knows that Tens is lurking. Not long for the world. Again, sowing misinformation. Shot missed though, Hunter's Fury. This feels like it's quite a committed push. Glowing, this guy is on fire. Grab that, gets that confirmation potentially there. Flood defending in, right through the back. Annihilation and clearing in and through. Sentinels do have the necessary plays. You don't want to be handing care on too many more though. Bit of spam hailing down the lead, so Zekken's holding. It's a pixel angle, oh, but no, just missed it.
It allows Texture to do this.
This is not potentially getting cleared off angle, traded. But again, reinforcements are there, out through the back of the side. That's Tens committing! Karon! He dominates the smoke. He will not be stopped. And a paranoia puts Tens in his place. One more round that's needed here for Gen.G for their opening match of champs. They've not slowed down a beat. Up and over. Blazestorm in the hands. Texture is releasing. Just absolutely.
Knives back out though for Zekken.
Munchkin will fade away. Now Sauber back to the wall. Texture reveals his position. 3 left available to work with, blinded up Meteor. He spots it, betrayed by the barrel. A 2-0 finish.